Youngstown.
At
Wildwood,
What?
talking to mine.
Oh.
Recording.
Pillar to Post. He's really good.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Tom Alarma. Really good.
Yeah, I work with him too.
Yeah, he's really great. He bought the franchise. He's never seen it.
I know, look at that.
We're doing a colonoscopy on the house.
Right. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
And so as you watch, you can see that this is the actual sewer line that comes from the house all the way out to the main sewer line. And the first 40 feet are good, if I remember correctly.
Yes. So there's your cast iron pipe right there. Let me try to wash this. There we go. It's nice and clear now, as you
Do you
can
want me
see
to turn
it.
on the water?
No, not yet.
You're gonna need to-
No, I want to see. I want to see what this looks like without water first. So there's where your cast iron connects to your crack pipe, your clay pipe. And that's
what
good
he means by
connection.
that is, when they laid the pipe initially, there were 3-foot sections of pipe that are connected by these little connectors, because they didn't have PVC, they didn't have long pipes to use. So they used these 3-foot long pieces, and every piece has another connector. So one of the things that could happen along the way is that's where roots and other things infiltrate, because clay is a softer material, so things can always do that. But it's just easy enough just to clean it through, you know.
So within the house, within the foundation, you have your cast iron, which is just like what this is made of, the old cast iron. And then just outside the foundation wall, it connects to your crack pipe, which is your clay pipe. And like he's saying, the clay pipe connections are coupling connections, just like a coupling. So they deteriorate, and that's how the tree root finds that.
Okay.
So if you look here and you see this, that's the lip of the next section of pipe, right? So it's a little offset. You'll see that with these houses because they settle like a house settles. And as long as you have no separation this way, and as long as there's no water going under, then it's okay.
You'll see a difference when we get out to the one piece.
Got my camera dirty again. There we go.
And if it looks like there's a lot of water, it's really not. It's because you're such a wide angle lens. There's only a very, very little bit of water.
And that right there is just calcium buildup, which is not a big deal. We're going to get over that. And there's calcium buildup on this side too. You can see it with a little tree root hanging down the middle. More tree root, kind of loose tree root. We already looked for cracks and everything when we were here the first time, and we didn't see any cracking on the bottom.
In the first 42
Right.
or 43 feet.
So there you've got tree root on the side there. And see, if you have a lot of tree root, you have to have an expandable cutter. So the cutter goes inside the pipe and opens at the wall of the pipe, and it cuts all that out. A 2-inch cutter will just go right around that. You won't even cut it out.
It's called a 4x6 cutter. It's actually pretty simple. They recommend to do it every couple of years. At least have something come down there and check it. And you can send some things down there that are not, that won't ruin the cast iron, or ruin the clay. You can put some things down the line. The reality is there's two people living here, so it really won't get a lot of things. Now the one thing.
So let me stop you for 1 second. So because of what's going on under the sidewalk, all this stuff is backing up, and that's debris there, debris and grease from going down the kitchen sink and all that. But it's really holding a lot of debris right there because of this issue that you're having under the sidewalk, holding water back. I think this is it right here. Yeah, I think this is, I can see it a little better, but I can't.
We were able to see it underwater actually, Gary. You remember that?
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go turn some water on to get me over this hump.
Yep. So one thing not to do, just so you know, don't put those flushable wipes down, especially in a clay pipe. The reason being, when you go down a clay pipe and it has that calcification, those little fibers, it'll catch right onto there, it'll catch other things, and then you'll start a backup that you really don't want to get into.
Okay.
Just one. But that's what, anyhow, so then that's
Yeah.
just what it is. They tell you that it's, okay, it really is.
Yeah, I try and avoid those at all costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that really should be going down anybody's sanitary line is waste and toilet paper, that's it, nothing else.
And people put, I remember my parents throwing grease down the line.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
That was just the thing, and now, you look back and you're like,
Well, when you see those now, when I see those now, the whole pipe, 4-inch pipe will be filled with grease. And as I pull my camera out, you see the hole and it just closes right up on it. It's just grease that, and it's not going anywhere. And the only way you can really get the grease out when it's that bad is to hydrojet the line. So now we know the water's hitting my camera now, so. I got over it.
you good?
Yep.
You couldn't get over it. So
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way out to the city sewer now that I've passed that point, and we're going to look at the rest of the line and then let this water drain off, and then we'll inspect everything on the way back. I feel like I'm going through tree root right now. Very little opening. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, it's really, really full. I don't think I'm going to get past that. So I'm going to turn the water off now. I think we're going to see a big tree root ball right there, unfortunately.